Thank you, Ceann Comhairle. I wish to bring to the attention of the House a serious matter which has developed in Donaghmede, Dublin 13, in relation to further education and community education services. Target, which stands for Trinity Adult Resource Group for Education and Training, is based at St Kevin's National School in Donaghmede. It has been at this location since 1993, that is 23 years. It provides vital services to the community of Donaghmede and surrounding areas. These services include adult literacy for early school leavers and other adult learners experiencing difficulties in this area, a counselling service, counsellor training, community childcare, English classes for non-nationals, community education and computer classes for the elderly. There's also a community employment scheme with 30 participants based at Target. Some of these community employment scheme participants are outsourced to other community groups in the parish and play a vital role in community development. It seems that the host school, St Kevin's, is under pressure for space. There was a previous agreement that Target would cede 2 classrooms back to the school for September 2016. However, Target received a letter from the school at the beginning of this month requesting that all the space be returned to the school by June 30th this year. In short, Target has been asked to vacate the building at very short notice. This has come as a severe blow and could lead to the loss of vital services in this area. Funding streams will be put at risk and employment could be lost. I'm asking the Minister for Education and Skills here this evening, and I thank him for being here. The Minister is obviously a local TD like myself, and I'm asking him if he will use his good offices to try and reach a negotiated agreement with the various parties with a view to solving this problem. At the very least, Target needs more time to try and deal with this difficult situation. It is clear that St Kevin's National School requires more space. Perhaps a different solution can be found to ensure that the school has the necessary capacity that it needs, and I believe that this needs to be explored further. It may be also that alternative facilities can be found for Target. I understand that a formal letter will be sent by Target in the very near future to St Kevin's School asking it to reconsider the matter. In a previous life at Ceann Comhairle, I was Minister of State at the Department of Education and Skills with special responsibility for adult and further education and training. I'm therefore very much aware of the importance of adult literacy and community education. This plays a crucial role in disadvantaged areas in particular as regards personal development and also has very positive benefits for society as a whole. The loss of these services in Donaghmede would be devastating. So, Minister, can I please ask you to use your good offices to try and sort this matter out? The situation is urgent. You could also, for example, consider asking the City of Dublin Education and Training Board to intervene with a view to solving these difficulties. Minister, this requires a diplomatic solution. I don't want to tread on any toes in this regard, but I do think the services are well worth saving, and that with a little bit of goodwill on all sides, a practical solution can be found. So I look forward to hearing your response to this urgent matter. Thank you.
Minister.
I'd like to thank Deputy Sean Haughey for raising this issue, which is indeed an important issue and one on which the ETB nor the Department had any advance notice that this was an issue that was likely to occur. The City of Dublin ETB has been working with Target for a very long period, and it has been providing further education and training in Donaghmede for over 20 years, as the Deputy said. It was located in this school St Kevin's School, Newbrook Road, Donaghmede, and it provides a wide range of courses which the Deputy himself has outlined, and I don't think I need repeat them. As he says, they include services that go well beyond the education department's area into counselling, childcare, community services of many, but they are supported specifically in respect of adult education provision by the CDETB. Now, I am aware of St Kevin's, the pressure of school enrolments on St Kevin's Junior School, because they have a 57% increase in the period between 2001 and 2015, and that trend is continuing. And in that context, they submitted an application last year, June 2015, to provide for the refurbishment of existing places to create 2 classroom-sized spaces, to create a mainstream classroom and a resource room for special education. And my department examined and approved that application, and the funding was provided. Obviously, this latest decision by the St Kevin's, who have written to Target, informing them that the school is not in a position to renew the lease into the future, is something that has come as news, and obviously creates difficulties for Target in continuing its work. I have been been in touch with the CDEP, the City of Dublin Education Training Board, and they will make contact with the representative of Target to discuss what are the possible options, bearing in mind the pressures that are there. And I will, as the Deputy asks, explore what solutions can be found to see can this service be continued, as it has been delivering a very valuable service for a considerable period, and this is a very abrupt notice that they've received. So I will undertake to pursue this as the Deputy suggests, and see can we find a solution that would allow this to continue. But at this stage, I don't have, if you like, a specific course of action that I can recommend to the Deputy. But I thank him for raising this, and I can assure you that we will give it attention.
Thank you very much, Minister. That concludes matters on the adjournment. The Warshin, Táimid ag Darren Lay, agus tá an Dáil ar ceall